good evening. Welcome to Winner James' Salon. How can I help? Hi, we're here for our appointment.
Slackness, what they want. We could give them what they need. Give them what they want. We could give them what they need. Slackness, what they want. We could give them what they need. Give them what they want. We could give them what they need. My bumper, flat like plasticine, flat like plasticine, flat like plasticine. My waistline, flat like plasticine, flat like plasticine, flat like plasticine. My bumper, flat like plasticine, flat like plasticine, flat like plasticine. My waistline, flat like plasticine, flat like plasticine, flat like plasticine. When I get the man a wine, he want build me a house. And when I get the man a jam, he give me keys to the Benz. Baby got a talk, but me not business with them. Now he want buy me a ring, but me see him as a friend. Can't do the man that no. All my friend and them telling me you can't do the man that no. All he so he giving me you can't do the man that no. He gon' want back all the money. You can't do the man that. You can't do the man that. My bumper flat like plasticine, flat like plasticine, flat like plasticine. My waistline flat like plasticine, flat like plasticine, flat like plasticine. My bumper flat like plasticine, flat like plasticine, flat like plasticine. My waistline flat like plasticine, flat like plasticine, flat like plasticine.
What's up? What's up? Welcome one and all. Welcome one and all. It's another Cacoa tea. Where my people's at? Where are my peeps? Okay, all right. What's going on with you guys this afternoon? What's going on with you this evening? Are you quiet? Let me see where you're from. Drop a flag, drop a rag, drop a bomb, drop something. Let me know where you're locked in from. Good afternoon. Welcome to another Cacoa tea. Sorry about the late start. Like, listen, if I was somebody who only focused on the problem, we would not be starting tonight, right? But it was a tight start. Welcome, guys, and thank you very much for your patience. We are a little late, but better late than never. Thank you very much for your patience. Yes, Dominica in the house. Drop a flag, drop your rag, let me know where you're from. We have the SunDiva girls in the house, all the way from UK. Yo, it's time difference. So let me tell you, like, it's like what time? Like bedtime, way past bedtime. Oh, it's party time. At least it's no party because everybody has to be like on lockdown. Everybody's in quarantine. Everybody's is all shut in. And we have the ladies from SunDivas, La Diva, and Sunshine is joining me in just a little bit. Yes, checking in. Yes, I see the people them checking in. Big up yourself. Make sure you guys share the live because guess what happens? Today, at the end of the show, the person who tags the most people in the show getting themselves a Cacoa tea mug. Just like that. Just like that. You're getting a Cacoa tea mug for yourself. You got to tag the most people. And I have 4 people monitoring my chat this afternoon. 4 people this evening monitoring my chat. So you have to tag your friend, tag your boyfriend, your husband, your side man, your girlfriend, whatever it is. Tag somebody and let them know what's going on right here on Cacoa tea. Make sure you tag them and you have to tag me too. So you got to tag them and tag me too. And at the end of the show, I am giving away a Cacoa tea mug just like that. It doesn't look just like this one, but it's similar. You see, because this one says JL. This one's for me. This is mine. Big up to Lovely Things for hooking it up. Love the mug. I mean, like that is a copper mug. That's not a mug, That's a big cup of tea. You know when they tell you getting a cup of tea, that's a real cup of tea. Yes, big up to all my folks out there. I see St. Lucia in the house, Barbados in the house. I see Antigua in the house, Jamaica in the house, Dominica in the house. I see people putting flames. Yes, big yourselves up. And thank you very much for tuning in to Cacoa tea. Of course, this show is streamed live on PlayGo. So big up to PlayGo. So over 30 countries around the Caribbean are locked in. They're watching us. And big up to all of the folks at PlayGo. Thank you very much to Digicel for allowing me the platform to showcase talent, to showcase soca music, to showcase all these beautiful and talented individuals we have around the world. And you know how I love my people, right? You know how much I love my people. I'm so happy that you guys could join me here. St. Vincent in the house. Yes, my nail's popping. Yes, Green Queen today. Yes. Thank you very much, guys, for tuning in this evening. Don't forget, the end of the show, you get a chance to win yourself a Cacoa tea mug. All you got to do is tag a friend, tag somebody, let somebody know that you're on the live and that you're enjoying it and that they too should come on the live with you, right? Tell them to come, and make sure you remember that you have to tag me as well. So you must tag me as well so that I know that you're tagging, right? I need to also know that you're tagging. And I got people monitoring, and they're going to be letting me know at the end of the show who is the grand winner. Okay, you saw my intro video, right? You saw my intro video. People popping, dropping, locking. SunDivas in the house. East London, where you're at. If you're locked in from East London, let me see. Let me see you let the flags down in the bottom. Oh boy, I can put on my British accent. I'm trying to think. Yes, SunDivas are coming up next, and I mean, they have been doing phenomenal, in the UK. Sometimes we in this side of the world, and we don't really, especially when it comes to soca music and the appreciation of music, we don't really realize or understand what's going on the other side of the world. So I am so happy that I can get a tap in to the other side of the world, because these girls have been featured on BBC One Extra. They've won UK Groovy and Soca Monarch titles. They've been doing their thing, and I mean doing their thing, right? So you want to make sure that you come on, because we're gonna be featuring these two beautiful ladies out of the UK. We're gonna talk to them, because we want to know who they are, where they're from. And yes, somebody says I'm here for the SunDivas, a paradise, a one paradise in the house. Yes, the folks are definitely coming through to support the SunDivas. So we're gonna just shut up now and let the SunDivas come on now, so we can have a chit chat with them right here on Cacoa Tea. I want to say special good day. Hello, how you doing?
Hi.
Hey, nice to have you guys.
Nice to be here.
Yeah.
Oh my God, you guys look lovely.
Thank
Thank you. So do you too. Cute.
I'm feeling kind of a little bit shiny this afternoon. I don't know what was going on. I think I was a little flustered because things were not starting up. So I started melting right in front of the camera. But I am so glad that you guys can. I know, what time is it now in England?
10:15.
10:15.
Yeah.
So normally in England at 10:15 on a Saturday, what would you guys normally be doing? Who wants to go first?
I would be probably in somebody's party.
I wouldn't. It's too early.
No, it's a lie. I'm
Getting ready.
Mhm.
So about what time you start getting dressed? Like what time do you really start
10
your outfit?
About 8:30, 9.
Yeah, about 9, but 10 really.
So when do you head out? When you say you're getting out, and how do you do it? Do you guys, because here we grab an Uber, we probably grab a Lyft. What would you guys do? Like, do you guys have the same things down there, like the same Uber, the same thing, or you probably go hop on the bus? Because I remember partying in London and we took the bus.
Well, we drive most times, to be fair. Back in the day, we would get on the bus sometimes with our friends. But yeah, and we head out between midnight and 1 a.m. on average.
And what time do your clubs shut down, or your house parties shut down?
So about 4, 5 a.m. It depends on what party you go to, but we can real party for long. So
Yeah, and it depends on where the fete is. So if it's in central London, sometimes those clubs shut at 2. But if it's in ends, just somewhere in East London or a random club somewhere, then it can shut later on 4, 5.
What's the new normal like for you guys now with COVID and all of that? What is it? One of the industries that have definitely been hit hard by this whole pandemic is the music industry. And that's what you guys do. So what is the new normal like for you in terms of music, in terms of, partying? What do you guys do?
To be fair, as sisters, we have parties all the time. We're always together. We party at home. Like we have YouTube now. We got like a lot of the fests were made virtual, especially for Trinidad Carnival and stuff. So recently, I've literally been fetting to like Pez. He had his like concert thing online, and then we had all the ladies, Nadi. We were fetting, right?
Yeah, we were.
Fetting on YouTube. It's actually amazing. However, I do miss a real party. So you see that first fet? I can't wait for it.
I suspect some people can't wait for the vaccine.
Boy,
I don't know if I'm taking that.
That's another show. That is definitely another show. I want to get to know a little bit about you ladies, and where you guys from, and like what got you into the music business. And I first of all want to start with finding out a little bit about where you grew up, and we'll probably in terms of the question, because I'm dealing with the two of you, we'll go in alphabetical order. So for just answering purposes, and if you want to take a question and you can handle it, we'll just go like that.
Cool. So that's you, Nats. N before S.
So what was the question?
Okay, so a little bit about how you grew up.
Okay, so we grew up and we were born in London. Our parents, our father was born in St. Vincent. Big up all the Vincies that are listening in. And our mother also born in London with her parents were born in her mother St. Lucia and her dad Barbados. So like we're a bit of a
real soca.
We call ourselves basically a mix up, a bouillon.
So that's it, Dominic. But I wasn't sure if you knew the term. So
remember
Creole. Me and Sam, we grew up really close with our grandparents. Like your grandparents are always like your queens, right? In your family, like they're the ones who you aspire to be like, and we really like grew up having our culture as being everything to us. So like I see myself as a Londoner, but I also see myself as my culture and what I've been shown and how I've been brought up as like a Caribbean person. So we were born in London, we were raised in London, we went to the Caribbean. The first island we actually touched down was St. Vincent when we were younger. Our dad made sure we went there so we can take in the culture and learn about his home and like have some of that and be part of it and feel like at one. And from the time we went to St. Vincent, we just wanted to island hop, right? But we're too young. We couldn't do that at that stage. But so we visited our islands. To be fair, St. Vincent is the main one that we've already been to and spent a lot of time. The one that we feel really at home in. We've spent a little bit of time at Lucia, but not much in Barbados. So we went to school in London, and we were always involved in like music. On our dad's side of the family, his family were really like into church, so we also like grew up really a lot in church. On like the Vincentian side of our grandma, it's really weird because people know that we've grown up as like Christians, but to be fair, our parents weren't really church people like that. It was more our grandmother, and we used to go everywhere with our grandmother. My dad went at church, and I was my mom. But we still hold those morals really close to our heart, and we still use those to like rule everything we do today, really. And what else, Sam? Chime in, because
well, thinking about like the fact that you guys grew up, I mean, it's always really nice to have grandparents around and have even your father's side of the family, because once the parents live, once these people live and they go to other places, they bring their culture, they bring their traditions, they bring everything with them, their style of cooking and everything. And you guys got to enjoy all of these things, including the music. Yeah. But what really got you guys into music, especially soca music? Sunshine, you probably want to take that.
I would say, like literally music in general, we started off probably singing in church mostly, and then singing in school, but we always had music in our house. So like every Sunday, our mum would be cooking Sunday dinner blazing soca music, lovers rock, reggae, dancehall. So we were just infused in the culture. We used to have to like dance for our dinner if our granny came round, or like if she'll be like,
yeah,
so yeah, and like listening to country and western, Jim Reeves, like our granny would be like, come on, dance with me, and we'd have to dance with our gran. Like, so literally I feel like not that we didn't have a choice, but we were just surrounded by music entirely. So I just feel like we naturally grew a love for it. And then we started singing in church and in school, and our dad also got us, like, he made us go to like singing lessons, and also he took us to the panyards. That was like a crucial part of our love for the culture. We went to the panyard from early. I think I did my first panorama. We both did our first panorama when we were 9.
Yeah.
So we've been doing panorama we've probably been playing pan since 7. And then our first panorama was when we were 9, and being surrounded in the mass camp. So we'd go from pan to the mass camp, and then in the mass camp, they're only playing soca. Our mum used to go to like a soca fitness class, and we'd have to sit there because it was only for adults and watch our mum just like do her fitness stuff. And we just loved it naturally. So yeah, I would say that's how we grew a passion and a love for soca in particular.
Now, before you guys got into music, or at least singing, professionally, you guys were also choreographers. Like, how did that happen? I know you say your mom used to go watch your mom, and how did that happen?
Nads, do you remember when mom was did like the Spice Girls?
In school, yeah, yeah. Like, our mom, she was into dance as well. She just had vibes. You know when someone just vibesy. I wouldn't say she was a choreographer, but she was vibes. Like, she brought dance into like, but she works in a school, teacher, and she had the whole school dancing. And I don't know, we just had that dancing bug from early. So we later on, when we were in like secondary school, we trained ballet, tap, jazz, everything. And then we also did street dance. And then we realized that actually soca music wasn't established as a dance form. And one thing about when I used to go to parties and see people just whining, I just felt like what we do needs more appreciation. So we need to choreograph our whine and actually make it a thing. So then we started to make YouTube videos in a time where we couldn't find soca videos online. Like, literally you could count on one hand if you type soca dance on YouTube, one hand. So we said, let's do it. We got our girls who MLM dancers. Our dance group went viral several times. So like, I know a lot of people know MLM dancers. So big up our girls, Kamaya and Tandy. They're from Guyana and St. Lucia. We got together. We stood on the cold London streets and we recorded videos to different in line with different islands' Independence Day. So we didn't care, rain, snow, sleet. We didn't care what the weather was. We would freeze, possibly catch pneumonia, to record this soca dance video and post it on YouTube for people to enjoy on Independence. And that's how our journey kind of. And Sunshine was our choreographer. She's an amazing
Sunshine.
Yeah, I think part of the reason and the passion for doing it as well was that we've danced all our lives. We did like competitions when we were in school, and then we saw how huge Afrobeats got from dance. Like, I felt like when the Azonto came out, I feel like that took Afrobeats to the next level. Loads of people were dancing online to Afrobeats, and I really felt like that helped the music to go from being underground to now being a very mainstream genre of music. And I wanted the same thing to happen. I was like, why can't we do that with soca? Like, if everyone just dances to soca songs, then it will catch on, and then maybe it will help soca to get more numbers, more people to listen to it. And I feel like it's definitely growing. We haven't reached the mainstream status yet, but we're having an impact all over.
What exactly do you consider mainstream, though? Because you guys are super popular in the UK.
Oh,
so
I mean like the genre of soca music. Being, like, recognized as a mainstream genre, i.e., like it having its own category on Spotify.
Okay. I got it.
So that was the aim. Like, we wanted to use dance as a vehicle to like help soca to be recognized more.
That is fantastic. And you guys are definitely influencers where the YouTube videos are, guys. You should go check out their videos. Yes, go check out their dance videos. Those dropping, I mean, what you saw in their music video was just like a tip of the iceberg. It wasn't even a half an inch of what they're capable of. So they're real bad dancers, you know? And I just wanted to find out, when you guys would travel to at least to the western part of the world, like come to the Caribbean. Did you guys ever go to the States, or is it just mostly the Caribbean?
Nads, I'll let you have that one because it's interesting.
Yeah, it's an interesting story. So I did my degree in, 1 year of my degree in New York. And so I went back to my school actually when I left, and we performed at my school. It was actually amazing. And that's like that was our only time ever performing in New York till this day, right? But we did perform and it was amazing. We went for like the Caribbean Student Organizations like festival, and it was amazing. They actually booked us and paid for us to come over there. Like they treat us like real artists. It was amazing. And that was earlier on in our career. So we did come to America. We also did like a small radio tour. So we went to like all the radio stations in like New York. Big up was it Frankie P? When Frankie P, DJ Smooth. So we went around and we did like our colonized tour there. And it was really good actually. But we haven't spent lots of time in New York, and it's definitely like a market that we need to like tap.
Yeah, and we also linked up with Julian's promo, like shout out
Julian, nice.
Yeah, they interviewed us. It was really nice the support we got, because it was really early on in our career. So
and that's what I was about to ask you. How did you feel? You know, did you feel accepted? You know, like, because you know, like we're on the West, right? And we feel like everything is kind of for us. But there are people who are, especially when you're from the Caribbean, and they've gone all over the place, and everybody has their own little cliques and all their little communities that they form, and it's like the exact, like, if you have to think about it, it's the exact same thing. Like even the names you use for things are the exact same names we use, you know, in North America. Just like you talk fat, you talk, you know, you say mass camp, you know, it's the same terms. Yeah. You guys, so how did you find, in terms of a receipt, how do you find people received you when you came to the Caribbean, for example, as people who, you know, coming from the UK with the same Caribbean heritage, but how did you feel accepted in the Caribbean?
You can take that, girl.
I feel like it's mixed, and it depends on who you stumble across. I think on average, if you just have a conversation with someone, or someone hears about us, oh, there's these two girls from London, they're singing soca, blah, 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 people are like, they're more skeptical. But as soon as we touched the stage in St. Vincent, it was a wrap. Like, people were messaging me from London saying, my friends in St. Vincent, they just sent me this video of you on stage. Like, literally, that was happening to us. So I feel like we just, our stage presence is like, that's one thing that we really love, because, you know, like, we love to dance as well. So we really bring all of that energy, positive vibe, our sister bond, like, we bring that on stage. And I feel like once people see us perform, they're like, oh yeah, you're the real deal. I remember a story, like, the person who was managing us, he had someone to like do an article on us in the newspaper, like really look out for us when like we come to St. Vincent, and his friend just did it because it was his friend. But then at the Soca Monarch semi-finals, we performed, and the guy came up to us and was like, oh my gosh, like, your manager told me about you. I was like, okay, and I did the article because, you know, that's my boy, but you are the real deal, and I want to like really interview you and get to know you guys more and help you. So I just feel like once people saw us perform, like, the skepticism diluted.
I want to touch a little bit on the sisterhood kind, the sisterly vibe. I'm very tight with my sisters. I have 3 sisters, and they're actually on the live, you know, like they're posting, they're like talking, they're on there. Big up to my sisters, Jael and Cacoa. So big up to them. You guys have this sisterly bond. Do you guys ever fight? And how does that affect your music, your performance? Imagine right before a fight, you can't find your eyeliner. and she probably steal your eyeliner, and you're wondering, but where's my eyeliner? Oh, I only find in one eyelash. I see your manager laughing, so I suspect something's coming.
I feel like you've been in our room somewhere. Like, I can't lie to you, Jael, and I'm gonna take this one because I feel like I'm the hardest to deal with. Sunshine is very sunshine. She's what it says on the bag, that is what she is. But me, I'm a little bit diva, and I can't help. It's not on purpose, but when I feel a little bit of pressure for any reason, I can't function. So sometimes I'm like, I'm not going on stage until I have some water because I'm hungry. I can't do this. I can't record. I can't. And she's like, can you just suck it up? And I'm like, no. So we have issues, and usually she's the one saying that I took her mascara, her lash, her eyeliner. It's usually her telling me that I took it. So
I'm very organized, and I put everything back in the same place. So when I go back to the place and it's not there, I know it wasn't me because I know where I put my stuff. And all the time, yeah, she'll be like, she'll go to the car and it's like under her seat in the car. That's where she would have left the makeup under the seat, and we'd be debating for it for about half an hour. I'd be like, just check the car. There it would be under the seat.
So you do have your little rivalry.
Of course.
It happens. It happens to us all. Trust me. The day before my sister's wedding, that's a whole nother story. That was probably the last time we had like a really big fight. That's a whole nother story.
Wow.
But we kissed and we made up.
That's it. We kiss and we make up.
And we actually we make up really quick. Like we make up within
seconds.
Like we always need to ask each other a question anyway. So it'd be like, all right, I'm really angry with her, but I need to know if she's done that thing. So we have to.
What's the age difference between the two of you?
2 years.
1 and a bit. 2 years.
So you're pretty close. You grew up pretty close.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's get into slackness, because I mean we gotta talk about you've had quite a few songs. I mean, you had your 2 Flag, Make Away, which won you both UK Groovy and Soca Monarch. But you came out with this new song called Slack. And I mean, we just speak about all these empowerment and sisterhood and all of these, good stuff. And Slack tends to be somewhat of a negative stereotype when some people might use it to promote female promiscuity. How are you guys looking at it from your perspective? What is your perspective on your song Slack? And why did you name the single Slack and the video to come with it?
This is actually I would say this is a twofold question, because firstly, we co-wrote it with Trini Boy GC, shout out our bro Trini Boy. And I think in the scene, people typically know us for being quite modest, like not overly sexy, and like not overly, like we do sexy, but like really, like tamed. And I feel like people were always telling us that we need more sexy. we need more from you. And I feel like when we did that co-writing session, that studio session with Trini Boy, I feel like slightly he wanted to just like take us out of our box a bit. So I feel like that's part of how that song developed. And then the second half, Nad, you could take that. No, you don't want to? I would say
no, because I don't know.
Putting a positive spin on the term Slack.
Oh, okay, yeah. So, yeah, typically I don't think people think of Slack and think of SunDivas, because we try to, even when we're dancing, like there's a way that we do things, and we try to keep it tasteful. And even though we still know that dance is a skill that should be, and especially soca dancing is something that we really want to see come up. There's just a way that we do our thing, not meaning that any other way isn't like right or nice, but there's a way that we do our thing. And I feel like using the word slack is such a word that we would never use, that I thought it would be quite cool to like stir it up a bit. So the word, I just thought, okay, why not? I mean, it might connect new people to us. It might some people just listen to, like, hear the word and then watch the video and just think we mean, oh, ladies, be slack. And then the spin, if you actually listen to the words, we're not actually telling females to be slack. We're saying our bumper is slack like plasticine. And in Trinidad, if something is slack, it's loose. And our bumper is what we have a wire waist.
Yeah, wine.
Right. We're celebrating the wine, we're celebrating the movement, we're celebrating the culture, we're celebrating females in general. So we tried to touch on different elements of that in the song whilst keeping it fun, whilst keeping it light. It's COVID, guys. Let's like keep it, you know. And just a song that girls can really have fun to, and the guys like what the girls like. So I think it was a win-win.
How was it recording during the pandemic?
Oh,
we've had so many studio sessions that we've had to like cancel because we'll book a studio session, then the COVID rules will change, and then or someone close to us might get sick, and then we don't feel comfortable going out, or like there've been so many like hurdles and setbacks. We do have a setup at home which we can use to like do rough demos and stuff. So yeah, like we've just been doing the most that we can given the circumstances, and we've been working on quite a few interesting tracks that we think people will
I was about to ask you what's next.
So we've been working on quite a lot of music, and for us, soca is like our, if I had to think of what music was like the closest to me, my heart, my being, who I am, like the one that I feel my ancestors through, is soca. But we're also trying to keep elements of that and like experiment with other types of styles of music that we also love, and other types of music that have also impacted us. So you will hear some new music that might have a different feel for us, but hopefully we still get that SunDiva vibe, because we're a vibe, we're an energy, and yeah, you might be. I think Sunshine said this in interviews that people might be a bit shocked when they hear like some of our other stuff. But I don't think they'll be shocked. They'll just be like, "Oh, this is different," or whatever. But it's still a vibe. We just been working on lots of music. We just want to get lots of new music out there for our supporters to hear and vibe to.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go to the chat because people have been talking and people have been commenting. I want to start off with officially Flexitarian TM bad dancers. Listen, goes. This is something that knows you guys and follows you guys. Somebody else is saying, "Hey, my gorgeous young women, love you so much, Auntie." So your auntie is on the line, thinking you guys, you guys definitely have your folks. Somebody says here, Vincent John is saying, SunDiva, well done, and Sam and Nads for a live chat link up. Soca is the thing from Calypso. I guess.
Shout out Vincent, because you know the Calypso tent here is called ACASA, which is the Association of Calypso and Soca Artists, and we're a part of ACASA. So one of the groovy Soca Monarch competitions that we won is actually held under the Calypso tent. So that is one like essential piece of the carnival season. That is like the amount of legends that have passed through the Calypso tent, like a lot of the people who helped to like found Notting Hill Carnival, the pioneers who have helped to keep Carnival alive in the UK, and Calypso and the culture like have really worked well with ACASA and like help young people like us to be able to appreciate our culture, but also interact with our elders. So we love it. We love everything about the tent.
Yeah.
My sister says your hair is popping.
Thank you.
Guys, what's next? What's next for you? What can we see? Because summer's coming and there's a chance, COVID might say bye-bye. A chance. We're hopeful, fingers and toes crossed, right? What's next for the SunDivas?
So I'm gonna say my little bit because I know Sam's gonna say something else. So I'm gonna say a bit. I'm gonna say. So we want to release the EP this year because we've never released a body of work all at once. It's been a lot of singles from us over the years. So we really want to achieve an EP so people can like really get used to our sound, and we can just get feedback and see what songs and styles like people like from us. So I'm so looking forward to releasing that project, and it is coming this year. Factually, it's coming.
It's coming. And Sam, and
And I was just gonna say, Nad handed it over to me because she thinks I'm super passionate about this part, and I say it in like every interview. But I really, really want us to do a concert, and I know Nad wants us to do a concert as well. It's just about like we have a standard that we want to upkeep. We want it to be good. We want people to really enjoy it. So we just want to be able to make sure we can do it the right way. And we do have a team of amazing women who are helping us to achieve all of these goals. So shout out to the team. So hopefully we'll have a concert. It might be like quite small this year. We want to make it a yearly thing, embed it in the calendar for Notting Hill Carnival. It might be virtual, it might be a live event. We have to see what the restrictions say, but hopefully some sort of performance production from the SunDivas.
Well, we'll definitely be looking out. Let folks know where they can find you. So if people are trying to connect, I'll type while you talk, and then I'll put it up on the screen so people can see. And let people know how they can connect with you, where they can follow you, your social media handles. I guess, Nads, you want to do the Sunshine? Who wants to do it?
I don't mind.
Okay, go ahead.
If I miss something out, Sunshine always jumps in, so it's fine. So you can find all our music on at SunDivas. Oh, okay, it's not. See, I got it wrong already. This is why I leave it to Sunshine. All our music is on. You can find it if you type in SunDivas or Sunshine and Nadiva, because we used to be called Sunshine and Nadiva on all the streaming platforms. So please check both, because we have music on both. So that's Sunshine and Nadiva and SunDivas. And our apps are at SunDiva on everything, except for Twitter. On Twitter, we are the SunDivas.
Alrighty, ladies, it was so awesome having you guys hang out here with me. I enjoyed every single moment of it. I want to encourage folks to go out there and check it. Follow them on YouTube, follow their music, and not just their music, their dance stuff. Let me tell you, they lit, eh? Y'all follow their stuff, and thank you very much for coming out and stopping and talking with me on Cacoa Tea. Any special folks you want to shout out? Any last big ups? I see your manager looking, she's taking notes. It's a special trouble.
We want to shout out our team. So we have a management team, 3 ladies who help us. Shout out to the whole team. We want to shout out the Sunday fam, because when we tell you to roll out, you roll out. Like a lot of you are here with us on this live. So shout out to the whole Sunday fam. Thank you for continuing to ride with us and supporting us. We love you.
And for anyone new,
my sister starts stalking y'all, and she lives in England, so just make sure your doors are locked, you know.
Also, can we shout out DJ Steven? He's a real so yeah, and Jael, because you're beautiful and we love you.
You're such a great presenter. You're amazing. Thank you for having us.
Thank you for coming on with me. I truly appreciate it. Thanks for reaching out and connecting it with Steven. Big up to DSM Management and making it happen. Thank you very much, guys. Love you both.
Love you too.
Bye-bye.
See you.
Bye-bye. Well, you got it, guys. Yes. The SunDivas were in the house. I mean, they're such a breath of fresh air. I love their hair. I mean, it's so good to see Black women doing their thing in the entertainment industry, still rocking their hair, their natural hair, their afro, looking great, looking gorgeous, doing their thing. Guess what's coming up next? Are you guys ready? Guess what's coming up next? Guess who's coming up next? We have an amazing artist coming up right about now. I mean, for those of you who have probably followed, I mean, from the time I know myself, loving soca music or loving anything to do with shaking my boom boom, like shaking my pang palang, anything to do with having a good time, anytime, from the time I knew myself, it was exactly Alison Hinds all the time. Like, we all knew Alison Hinds growing up. Big time entertainer. I don't even know how she does it. I don't know how she's able to like maintain such a long lifespan in music entertainment. And every single time Alison comes out, she comes out with something boss. She comes out with something big. She comes out and she's ready to explode. She empowers. She does. She's been in movies. She's been doing her thing. I mean, Square One, you name it. Alison Hinds has been doing her thing. But before she come on, I'll make you guys wait a little bit still. Make you guys wait a little bit. Before she comes on, I just want to remind you guys to tag someone. The person with there's two people actually looking for. Two people. One's going to win themselves a Cacoa Timon, and one's going to win themselves a t-shirt, compliments Fly Mamas. So you're going to win a melanin t-shirt with the two puffs. You know, the t-shirt with the two puffs, you're going to win that. So all you got to do is tag as many people as you can on the live, and at the end of the show, I'll announce the winner. It's simple as this. So we're getting ready for the Queen of Soca, getting ready to get her right here. Jessica is saying, "Rolly gal, I'll be forever." My favorite too, Jessica. Trust me, it'll forever be one of my favorite all-time songs. And we're getting ready. Let me just make sure that we have everything connected, and we're gonna go live in 2 seconds with Alison Hinds. So stay tuned, folks. We're coming back with Alison. She's gonna be coming on straight away with me on the program. Yeah. All right, guys. We're getting ready. Come, what you say for me? For comment time, I bite my tongue singing that song. Let me tell you, if you are a West Indian, you know exactly what I'm talking about, right? If you are a West Indian, you know this person right here. If you are, hi, Alison.
Hi.
Okay, let me just get the groupiness out of the way. let's just get
groupiness out of the way. Oh my goodness.
Out of the way, right? Gonna get the groupiness. The chat is blowing up. People are saying the amount of times they bite their tongue with Faloma. People are commenting on Rolling Gal. People are going crazy. And let me tell you, for those of us who have, I mean, some of us older than others, we understand how long you've been doing this. And you are the ultimate queen of soca. When you gonna give up that crown? We'll talk a little bit about that. We'll talk about if you want to give up that crown. We'll talk about even if you even need to give up that crown. Thank you so much for coming on here with me.
Hi.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Good. I'm happy to be here. Of course, you know, if I can't look at the chat because then things can get all kind of ting. But yeah, no, I'm really happy to have this opportunity to be here and to meet you, Jael. And I just saw some of the interview with SunDivas, who I spoke to them, must have been like a month or so ago. And they were so fun, and they were, you know, they're very focused and very serious about what it is that they want to do and what they want to achieve and so on. And I wish them all the best. I wish them the very, very best with their careers. And I know that they will, you know, they'll find their success.
Thank you. Thank you very much for coming on. I know you are a super busy person, and thank you for taking the time out. I truly do appreciate it. What have you been up to during this pandemic? This last year, because it's been a year.
Yeah, well, you mean this last 3 years? Because that's what it feels like. Boy, 2020 was the longest 3 years of my life, let me tell you. It's like, well, I've been home. I've been in Barbados. I haven't been able to be anywhere, go anywhere. We were in lockdown, like most of the world, like around, we went in like April. We were in lockdown for like 2 months at first time. And we gradually came out. And Barbados was, pretty open for quite a bit of that. By the time like our crop over time came around, because we couldn't have crop over, but we were able to have events. So we were actually at that time we were the envy of the Caribbean, because it was like everybody was in some part of lockdown, and we were having events, because at that time we could have like up to 500 people in an event. And
whoa.
Yeah, so we were having all kinds of different things happening and going on. And during crop over there was some events that happened. So it was good. And then Christmas came. And we had visitors come in, some that were breaking quarantine. We had sip that tea, why don't you? Sip away on that tea. Sip it, because I'm spilling it.
God. I couldn't help it.
Yes.
You left it wide open.
Yeah. No, I spilling that tea, man. I spilling that tea. Visitors was all boy place doing as they like. But then we had people in Barbados too, locals. There was things, and then we had a bus crawl that helped to exacerbate the whole thing. For those of you who may not be familiar with what a bus crawl is, it's like a series of party buses. People get on the buses, and it stops at different parts, different areas. And so that's how that contributed to the spread, because obviously they stopping, getting off, partying with whoever's there, get back on, going. And COVID was all in the middle, like, yes, y'all gonna pay for this, I'm gonna pay for this, because we partying and we partying with y'all, and that. And it was that, races, and there was another event, Naughty Line, where there was a this big beach event, and there was like thousands of people on the beach, and it was all kinds of stuff. So that's how that kind of like went like that. And yeah, so then we went back into lockdown. From the beginning of this year, like from New Year's, literally from New Year's, because we were having New Year's events. They had reduced the amount of people from 500 to 250. And then with all of these cases that just started popping up, the Prime Minister put her foot down, and she was like, okay, right, curfew is from midnight, January 1st. So it was like, okay, so we don't have any more New Year's Eve anything. It was like you can have dinner, but then go home. And so we then went back into lockdown for like a few weeks, yeah. And so we're at the point now where we are gradually starting to come back out. But I left, and I'm in the Bahamas right now. Yes, you sip that tea. You sip on that tea there. Sip on that tea.
I love the rebels. I'm So you were like, I'm out of this.
I'm out. I am out. Let me go. Yeah.
How has it been like working? Like, have you been doing anything in the 3 years you've been
Yeah, 3 years that this thing has been going on. I had actually last year I did do quite a few virtual performances. So there were different things, different festivals and different events that, virtual events that were going on. And I did quite a few of those. And but then like coming down to the end of the year, things got very, very quiet. And the beginning of the year, it was like, okay, so what's gonna happen now? Wow. And my friend Julian Believe called me. He is actually a Bahamian artist. He's one of the most popular artists from most of the Bahamas. And he was like, I'm having an event. He has a line of wines, and he's been using this time to because he can't perform otherwise. So he's been using this time.
And people home, so people drinking wine.
Thank you. You understand? So it's like prohibition, there's certain places where, hey, wine it, alcohol and selling, So anyway, so he started to have, now that the Bahamas, Nassau is pretty open. So they're having you're able to have small events and so on. And he started to do these Believe Fridays. So he called me, he said, Alison, I want you to come down and do one of my nights and so on. And I was like, sure. When? Like what? Where? Who? What? Can I? Yeah.
I can't take a flight. I'll take a boat.
I would just come. No. But yeah, so I'm very thankful for the opportunity, change of scenery, a chance to actually perform in front of a live audience, as opposed to, because performing virtually, I mean, you have to rely on your imagination. You have to get creative. You have to a lot, because you're literally singing to a screen, and it's like, you can't, on a Zoom call, sometimes you can see people in the other windows, but you can't hear them because obviously everybody has to be muted, because otherwise it's just going to sound like a mess. And you have to rely on your whatever experiences you have, and really go into your imagination that, okay, yeah, people are responding. Okay, so what would I say? Put your hands in the air and wave and left and right.
So tell me, what events were going through your mind? Because what events would pop in?
All kinds of stuff.
You performed with Patrice, the digital collaboration with
Yes.
I looked at that, right? So what was going on through your mind when you were like telling people to jump and wave? And
it is for me now, it comes naturally, because that's what I do when I'm on stage. So I'm just imagining I have a crowd in front of me. What would I tell them to do? What would I say? And the people are at home and they're in a party mood. So I have to make sure and get that out there. And so that is, you just all the shows, any events that I had in Trinidad, any events that I had in Cropova, being on the truck, all of those things, all of those experiences you draw from, and then, you go from there. So it can be challenging. It can be challenging just because, you are literally performing to a screen. But where I live, I don't have any neighbors. I live on a farm, so I don't have any neighbors.
I was about to say, you live on a horse farm, not just any kind of farm. It's a horse farm. It's there are chickens and pigs and goats. You're on a horse farm. What is life like on a horse farm?
It's quiet. It's for the most part, it's pretty quiet, unless, during the day when the workers are there and they're doing stuff and whatever, but it's pretty quiet. And so because of that, when I do virtual performances, and my musical director comes up, he usually does it with me, and he will set up the monitor. I could crank up the monitor so I could I can feel the music, and I can really, that's what helps me to get into it, because I don't have an audience in front of me. And so I just, let go and go well.
Alison, you've been commanding the airways for almost over 30 years.
It's almost 25 years now. It's about, yeah.
Well, you started with Square One in 87, right? Around there? When did you start with Square One?
You're right. You're right. Yeah, sorry. Yeah. I've been having a really good time. That's why.
You've been doing
the span doesn't matter.
You are like 50 and fabulous. Like not a wrinkle inside. Like how, like some of the youngins who are looking, they're probably saying, I'm going to be an artist in like a couple of years, but I want to do as good as Alison. What is the blueprint to remaining so relevant for so long?
Mm-hmm. Part of it is obviously, the people around you, my team, and the people that I connect with as well. I have a lot of younger people in my team, because, they're the ones that have a new vision and a new way of looking at things and keeping things, really keeping things fresh and keeping me fresh, but doing it in such a way that I'm not losing who I am at the core in terms of me as an artist and a pure performer. Because growing up in Square One, I have grown up in a band culture. I have grown up with real musicians and musicianship and arrangements and all of that. The kind of things that really brings a song to life when it comes to live performances. And I always tell artists, up and coming artists, whether they're male or female, your recorded song should never be better than your live performance. Because if the patrons, they come to see you and what you're presenting on stage, and they feel like, boy, the DJ could really be playing this song, because this artist here really ain't doing nothing for them, doing that. I love this song, but they're not performing the song. They're not giving me that extra. So it's all of that. Being aware, staying aware of what's going on, what's happening in the music, what's happening, what are the trends and all those kinds of things, and listening to people. Because it's not me by myself that's doing this. This is also me listening to some of the younger writers and producers and arrangers and the ones that are up and coming. Like all of that. That is what helps. That's what helps for me to be able to remain relevant, to be out there, to still be touring, because that is something that is it's hard for any artist in any genre. It doesn't matter whether it's soca, pop, reggae, R&B, whatever it is. For an artist to be able to be touring for years and still have people, interested and excited when they see you advertise for an event or a show or whatever it is, that is something that I do not take for granted, and I have worked, I have strategized with my team, and we continue to do that. And we continue to look for different ways to be able to, what else can we do? What other opportunities are there? What can we create that's our own? All of those things go into keeping you there and maintaining that standard, because I hold myself to a high standard.
That is awesome. I mean, people are on the line and people are saying facts, dropping some pearls. Just you're dropping some pearls, man. You're dropping them on us. Trust me. Speaking of, what keeps you relevant, I am seriously interested in your self-care routine because I've been checking out your Instagram. I've been following you. I've been following you for quite some time. So it's not because in this interview I've been following you. You've been doing this 20 push-ups. Hashtag 20. I tried. I did 5. I was like, okay, I can't even record and send it for Alison because I can only do 5. I want to know a little bit about your self-care. What do you do? What is a morning like waking up with Alison? What is it like?
I usually wake up pretty early. The only reason that I wake up early is because I go to training in the morning. So I usually train. My training is usually happening. I get to the beach for like 6:30. And my session is usually about 2 hours on the beach. And I like to kind of get that done and out of the way, early in the morning. If I have to wait until later, it more than likely is not going to get done because, you get into the day, you get into stuff. And then by the end of the day, for me personally, I'm not going to feel like being able to do anything at that point. So I get that done like early in the morning. And I then, come back home. Right now with my daughter being doing online schooling, by the time I get home, she's already in class. And I'm gonna take a shower, maybe check and see what
skincare products you use, because we just want to know that. We just want to know what skincare products you use. What keeps you looking so fabulous? I'm going in for the tea.
I'm actually using a line from a dermatologist in Barbados, a dermatological line that really does good stuff for my skin. I also hydrate a lot, so I drink a lot of water. I actually traveled with my water bottle here as well so that I can get in my water. I haven't done very well over the last couple of days just because of traveling and stuff. So I have my water bottle. I usually take that everywhere with me. And trying to eat well too, because it's not just about what you put on your skin, it's about what you put inside of your body, because that also, comes back out. If you eat certain things, it might cause you to break out, or it might cause, your skin to look dull and all of these different things. So it's a combination of stuff, but good skincare is definitely, that was something that I was taught about like when I was in my 20s. I was taught, can you give me 2 seconds? Because somebody's at my door. Hold on.
No problem. We have the Queen of Soca is here with us on Cacoa Tea. We're getting all the tea. Yes, Jessica, water is major key. Don't forget, guys, if you haven't tagged the live yet, you haven't tagged your friends, make sure you do so now. The person with the most tags today will get a Cacoa Tea mug. Simple as that. So we're giving away a mug today. And she's back here with us, and we're talking about, her water intake, and people were agreeing, yes, make sure you drink it's hard for me to drink water. It's so hard. Like, I feel like I need to put all kinds of stuff in it, and to just get that amount, they tell you, 8 glasses a day, and before I drink 2, I'm just like, oh God, I'm tired.
No, you just got to spread it out. You just have to spread it out, over the course of the day. So first thing in the morning, drink a glass of water, and then maybe like an hour or 2 later, drink another glass. Just kind of spread it out during the day, and you will get your 8 glasses. It's just a matter of I guess kind of being aware, and it's something that I started a long time ago, that I just got myself into having. So when I'm driving in my car, I have my water bottle there. so that when I could just sip on water during the day and that kind of stuff. Like it's really about a lifestyle change. That's what it's about. It's about being doing life. It's not about dieting. It's not about, okay, I'm going to do this diet for the next 6 weeks. And then, it's not about that. It's about a lifestyle change. It's about making a part of who you are and a part of your everyday movements. Even in terms of eating, it is to find healthy stuff, but find it and prepare it in ways that you can enjoy. Look for stuff that you like. Nobody's saying that everybody has to eat zucchini and everybody has to eat lettuce, and some people don't like lettuce. You know what I mean? So you look for something else. Look for spinach. Look for kale. Look for it's there's so much varieties of food out there, and it's a matter of finding what works for you. Even in terms of exercising and stuff. I like the beach. I don't do high resistance because I have knee issues. So we do push-ups and sit-ups and all of that kind of stuff on
push-ups will blow my mind. Like people live and they're like 20. Like I saw you stopped in a supermarket, you put on a cardboard, and you were like, I'm gonna do my 20 push-ups.
I did my 20 in the middle of the supermarket.
I was just like, what happened there now? like 20 push-ups. We're not even gonna go into those push-ups. I don't even want to go into.
And then I do water training as well. I do training in the sea as well. So because I can't do high impact stuff, I go in the water because the water protects, and I can do stuff in the water. Water is resistance. Water is naturally resistance. So
that's some pearls, girl. That's some pearls. You're the queen of soccer for a reason. You know your thing. You know your thing. You recently started looking into movies and doing movies, and you did a movie recently, and I think it was an Afro-Caribbean film called Joseph.
Yes.
I think that's what yes, you did. And it was, it spoke about to some extent that the movie's about how this guy goes back to Africa to learn about his ancestry and his background. Why did you decide to take on the role that you played? And if you could tell us a little bit about the role, why did you decide to take that on? And are you looking to branch out full time into acting? Because it seemed like you have a little something there, I'm just saying.
Well, actually, the director and writer of the movie, she was the person that got in contact with me, and she called me out of the blue. I didn't know her from before. And she let me know, she said, my name is Marcia Weeks, and, I know that you're Alison Hinds, and I got your number. And she explained to me she was doing this movie. And there was a part in it that she was writing, and she could see, the only person she could see playing that part was me. So basically she wrote the part of the mother with me in mind, because she felt that I would be able, and she saw me, I had done a local movie before called Too Smart, and she saw me in that movie, and she felt like, yeah, Alison is the person, she has the skill to be able to do it. And I was very flattered, and I thought this could be something that could be interesting. I've always wanted to do acting. The only reason I never did was because obviously I was busy touring. You have to take time out in order to, especially for a film, you have to take time out to actually shoot the movie. So and she said, we're going to be shooting in Barbados, Jamaica, and Ghana. And I was like, that sounds like, something that definitely. And it was an experience because it's a small independent movie. It was very no frills, but it was the experience that I had in front of the camera that was awesome for me. And Marcia, as a director, she was really, really awesome. She was able to, she would come onto the set and just get everybody where they need to be. And, you know, just kind of give us little pointers on, because the other actors in the movie are actual, you know, experienced actors. I think myself and Chantal Lane, we would have been the two who would have had the least amount of acting experience, because Chantal is also a singer. So, but because I think part of it is because we are singers, we are able, like singing and performing is like acting, you know, it's becoming a character on stage and really, you know, portraying that character. And so I had a lot of fun just playing with being the character. Like I wanted to be her, and I wanted for people, I wanted to be believable. That was my main thing. Like I wanted to be believable, that people forgot that it was me and really got into the character and the movie itself. And once we had the opportunity, once we finished shooting, Ghana was amazing. If anybody gets the opportunity to go, please go to Ghana. It is an eye-opening experience. It really, really is. Just being there and experiencing the people and all of what that brings, and understanding that the Africa that is portrayed by the North American media is not Africa. It's not the continent, and it's not the individual countries that you have to go for yourself and see and understand that there's, you know, there's development, and there's, you know, there's stuff, there's things going on. There's stuff going on. Like it's really, really, it's vibrant, you know, and it's.
Mention this. I'm really glad you mentioned this, because one of the questioners was actually going to ask you, as it relates to, you know, how Caribbean people view African, you know, we even filming the movie, because I know you did go to Ghana, and I was like, you know, it's Caribbean people tend to look at Africa as backward. A lot of Caribbean people, not
but you're right. You're right.
As backward, and I feel like it's like sort of somewhat like a negative connotation that's been attached to Africa, and the media has a lot to do in how Africa is portrayed. And you had an experience of being in Ghana, so I really wanted to talk to you about it. So thank you for telling us about your experience, you know, in Ghana. And of course, as someone is saying here, Joseph is available on Amazon Prime for anyone who wants to see it. So if you're looking to check out Joseph, a lot of folks have actually been commenting and saying that they saw the movie and that they love it. Someone said, I saw it like 50 times. It's a great movie.
Wow.
Definitely have some people who been checking it out. Speaking of change, and you know, the fact that you might branch out into, I noticed that you've been like very versatile with your hair lately. Like at one point, I thought, no joke, I was like, I know everybody's doing like this wig thing, but Alison doesn't look like the type that would do a wig. But you really rock a wig. I thought you'd taken out your locks. I was like, like those wigs look like they were made for you. Like she had a custom wig made just for her. How is it? Because I know a lot of women, a lot of Black women, we're now on like this woke movement, natural hair vibes, and you've been doing this for years, decades, right? You've been on your natural hair journey, and now you're able to incorporate your natural vibe in when you perform using all of these wigs. And how has that been for you, looking now, like rewinding your mind to where you probably was one of the only girls wearing natural hair on stage, to now being kind of like at the forefront of watching all these women now wear their hair natural. How do you empower other women, you know, in terms of, hey, you could still be versatile with locks. Like you could, I've been thinking about it forever, and I haven't been able to, like, but you do it really well. How do you do it?
For me, it was honestly, I just wanted to do something else. I wanted You know, I had colored my hair all kind of different colors. You know, I'd done all kinds of things, and I was like, something else got to happen. Like I feel like there needs to be a change, like a full change. And so the first thing I did was a crochet braid, and it was, you know, very open, and I was like, all right, let me do this crochet braid and let me see what the response is, you know, how the fans take it in, kind of thing. And I did that. I did the first one as a crochet braid, and it looked really good. And the response was like immediate. It was like, oh my gosh, Alison, it looks really good, and it's this and that. I was like, right, we heading in the right direction. And I decided that I was gonna start to invest, you know, start to get a couple of wigs, because I thought, you know what, this gives me the flexibility of, I could just cornrow my braids, put on a wig, do the thing, and take it off, and you know, I'm good. My hair isn't under any stress, you know, and it just gives me a different look. And I bought my first couple of wigs, and I started to wear them and stuff, and people loved them. And then there was this young lady that reached out to me, a Bajan wig maker in Brooklyn. She reached out to me. She was like, Alison, I see you're wearing wigs. I want to make you a couple and send them to you. And it just went from, it just kind of went from there. Like you know, I was getting these wigs, and for me, it's about being a woman and being able to just be versatile and play with all these different things, because hair is just hair at the end of the day. And you could color it, you could cut it, you could grow it out, you could lock it, you could do all kinds of stuff with it. You could wear wigs, you could don't, you could wear weaves. It doesn't change who you are, you know, at heart. It doesn't change, it doesn't make you any less of a Black woman. It doesn't make you any less of a woman of color. You know, it's how you deal with it, you know. If you know, go into skin lightening and all of this, that's a whole different ballgame. That's a level that, you know, is very, very different.
Own the wig and don't let the wig own you.
Exactly. So it's like you use it for what it is. It's an accessory. For me, wigs are accessories. So it's like, okay, I feel like that one, and I'll put that on, and you know, I'm all cute and I do my thing. And then, you know, the next time I might not feel like wearing a wig, you know, and I'm just gonna rock my own locks. So listen, you know how many arguments there were that whether I had cut off my locks or not. Like there were people that were convinced that it was like, what did she do? Like, did she cut off her locks? Like, what happened?
Because you walked out so well. It wasn't even like I don't think people were worried so much that you might have cut off your lock. It's like the transformation looked so realistic. It didn't look like you put on something. I was like, for a minute, I was like, wait a minute. That looked like it could be her hair. Like the hair, they got everything like on flick. I was like, okay, she might have gotten rid of the locks.
No, that's how I look at their accessories, you know, and they're fun. They're fun to play with. They're really fun to play with.
What's next for you, Alison?
Well, I'm working on quite a few things. A lot of stuff expanding my brand. Why?
Oh, I love how you get this. You know the signal now. Yes. She up to the time. She know the signal. I was just drinking some tea. Okay.
Ah, Lord. Lord. I'm working on a few things. There's a couple of things that I cannot talk about just yet because they're not, you know, I can't say anything about them, but they're going to put me in a different space altogether. I'm actually working with Caribbean Apparel, which is a online clothing brand. They make Caribbean themed stuff, jackets, and there's a unity jacket that is super popular that people love. And I am partnering with Caribbean Apparel for the Barbados Unity jacket. There's that, and then there's another one, another Barbados jacket. And so I am partnering with them on that, and also with other things on the site. And then I have some other things going into beauty and going into a couple of other things, so it's fun times. Fun times.
Are you gonna slow down with the music? Can we look out for anything in terms of
Yeah. No, I'm still working on my music for sure. I just haven't really been in that space, but I'm starting to get some stuff, and I want to release something probably within the next couple of months or so. I would like to release. I have a few things there that I definitely want to put out there.
Alison, it was so awesome. I want to go to the chat, because the chat was going crazy. So I just need some people some people who absolutely love you and they've been following you and they came on here just for you. Some people like Island Queen 7. She is like a gorgeous farm, a beautiful view. I think you have somebody that knows all about you right here on the live. Somebody's saying, let's see. I'm just gonna go down and pick up stuff that's different. The Queen of Soca, the mountain of youth in her backyard. I love that. Yes. So going down the live a bit. Somebody's saying, Jessica saying, ooh, I'm now peeping the Barbados trident necklace.
Yes. And you know what? This was made for me by a fan.
Wow.
She, because I turned 50 last year, and I was I wanted to do like this huge event in Barbados, and of course with COVID and stuff, we couldn't do anything. And she got this specially made, the necklace and the trident. And the trident actually has engraved in it Soca Queen.
Wow.
Yeah. Wow. So big up to Davina. Davina is she correct. She very correct.
Yes. The fans love you. We enjoy you. We enjoy your music. And I mean, for you to be doing this for as long as you didn't even know how long you were doing it, because you do it so effortlessly.
Yeah,
and you've
been
doing this, and I'm so happy to have had you here on the show today. And I thank you for your time. Thank you for your energy, your vibe, your whole vibe. Very much for coming on. Anybody you want to shout out? Any final words before we wrap up?
I just want to shout out just the fans, to all the fans who have been supporting me for all of these years. For those who have been supporting me from my square one years until now, for those who are new to soca, come into it within the last few years, welcome to soca, welcome to the world of soca. And I am going to continue to do this for as long as I possibly can, because I truly love what I do. This is a passion for me. And one of the times that I am most alive is when I'm on stage performing and, entertaining people and making people happy. I mean, what better job could you have than a job that actually makes people happy and kind of takes them away from the everyday problems and stuff, for you to just kind of release and enjoy yourself. And that's what my job is. So I get paid to do, so it's an amazing thing, and I am going to do it for as long as I possibly can. I want to just say a shout out to everyone out there, especially is, you see, the female fans. Female fans is life, Don't get me wrong. My male fans are awesome too, but you see, the girls are special because I was taught a long time ago as a female artist that you have to earn your female fans. But once you have earned their appreciation, they're there for you forever and ever, So of course, my male fans, I love you. I love you. I love all of my fans. I have the best fans in the world. Right now for my IG, I'm almost at 200,000 people. So let me get it there. We are 99 and change. You understand? So let me hit that 200,000. Let me get there, now, man.
Is that Alison? It was a pleasure having you on Cacoa Tea, and thank you very much for sharing with us, sharing with everyone here on the live. And we wish you all the best. Enjoy the Bahamas, enjoy Nassau, enjoy yourself, because you don't know when you're gonna get out again, right? When you go back in, you don't know when you're gonna have to go out again, right? Because that is the normal. We don't know we never know what's around the bend. Like I hear they talking about a third wave. I'm just like, what?
Please no. Please no.
I'm just like, are we there yet?
Yeah, we're all that kid in the back seat. Are we there yet? Is this over?
Are we there yet?
Is it done?
Yeah. But thank you very much for your time and your energy and your vibe, and enjoy your stay in Bahamas. And we'll be looking out for you music, following you on every. Remember, hear what she said, go to follow her to get to that 200K, right? 200K.
Yeah, 200K.
Yes, go follow her. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you, Jael, for having me. It's been so much fun. Thank you so much.
We could stay here forever. Right? We could just stay here, but the internet might cut off. Just to cut us off. So we gotta go.
Okay, enough of this spilling of tea. We've had enough tea spilling.
Until next time.
All right.
You have a home here. Take care. All the best. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye. Thank you very much to Alison Hinds and SunDivas for stopping by this evening on Cacoa Tea. We had such a blast. But 2 people are going to win themselves Cacoa Tea mugs, right? 2 people are going to walk away with Cacoa Tea. Let me just check let me just check with my peeps there. Yes, we got somebody who won the Cacoa Tea mug. First of all, I did a contest about 3 weeks ago, telling you guys if you were to make suggestions. There were 5 questions in a survey. You made your suggestions, you filled out the survey, and 1 lucky person would have won themselves a Cacoa Tea mug. And I have news for you. The winner of this Cacoa Tea mug is Semidella. So Semidella, you are the winner of the Cacoa Tea mug. Congratulations to you for that. And today's winner for the second Cacoa Tea mug, and we're also giving away a shirt. So I'm just waiting to get my details for the t-shirt, for the female t-shirt. Yes, you hear what she said, the female fans, the female fans are the best, right? So we're giving away congratulations to Mimi Mitchell, who tagged the most people. She tagged the most people on the live. Congratulations to you, Mimi, for coming through and showing your love and tagging. I hope you guys shared the live as well this evening. Thank you very much for those of you who joined. And our final winner, we have to do another double check. We have to do another check. The final person who's winning the t-shirt. Where's the t-shirt? The t-shirt was somewhere around there. I had the t-shirt somewhere around there. I can't even see it. But the final person who's winning the t-shirt, you have to actually come back on my page. So we'll tell you, make sure you follow, like, subscribe on YouTube. I will be informing you of the person who won the t-shirt in a subsequent announcement. Until next time, guys, thank you so very much to all of you who joined me here this evening. Love you loads. Love you guys. Thank you for the support that you've been giving me especially over the last couple of weeks. And some of you have been here from the beginning. So thank you very much for always having my back, my front, my side. Thank you very much for always having me, and really showing your love. I appreciate all of you. Okay, so we have our second winner. Our second winner is Mastering Lamouth. is the winner of the t-shirt. Yes, won yourself a t-shirt. She said, just give me the t-shirt and finish. Don't leave me alone. Thank you guys for tuning in to Cacoa Tea. Congratulations to Mimi Mitchell and Semi Dalat. Congratulations to you guys. And thank you very much to the my guests, Alison Hinds and the SunDivas out of UK for stopping by. Big up to, of course, DSM, the agency. Big up to Ayola George, that's on Target Communications. Big up to my entire team, my sisters, my lovers, my friends. Until next time, make sure you follow on the Facebook page so you can know when the next Cacoa Tea is going to be. Till next time, bye-bye.